What is good, Hellraisers? Welcome back to a brand new episode. Again, this is the type of episode that I love recording, and I seem like I can keep talking for an eternity. It's all about these season prestige masters. I mean, these take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of dedicated games for each and every calling card. So they do deserve their post. I mean, I do spend a lot of hours trying to get these unlocked, especially the ones that I don't usually have with me, such as for example the specific to Battle Royale. I'm not really big on Battle Royale, especially Gulag ones. I do play a lot of BR, but it's on Rebirth, so I don't really have to deal with the Gulag. But yeah, other than that, today the video is going to be about me going through every single one of these calling cards and then showing you guys the final calling card, the Prestige Master calling card, and in the end you're going to see a BR win. Now, if you're not interested into having a look at all these calling cards, you can just skip to the gameplay. It's going to be around minute 10 or 10:30. Alright, let's start. The first one, I think the Season 5 one was pretty much the easiest to do out of all the other seasons. These are, of course, our post-integration of Cold War into Warzone and pre-integration of Vanguard into Warzone. So you have Making a Killing, earn 125,000 total Cold War score or Warzone Battle Royale cash. Now, of course, this one is super easy to get. 125k is nothing. I got this in like not even a minute into Warzone. The good thing about this is that it also counts plunder. Even though it's written Battle Royale, it counts plunder. So it's pretty easy to get. Again, also, same thing for the Cold War score, but we're doing these precisely only on Warzone since I do not own a copy of Cold War. Now, Powder Keg, kill 2 or more enemies with damage caused by a single explosion 5 times. This one I have to admit is a bit difficult to do in what do you call it, in Warzone, but what I would suggest is playing King of the Hill. The best way to get these is King of the Hill with the what do you call it, with the airstrikes and the clusters, especially the clusters, because the clusters you have 5 chances of killing people, and it does count as a single explosion for the 5 ones. So you do have a high chance of getting all these kills. Now, if you're wondering what that looks like, I do have a video in my channel I think a few weeks back. I'm thinking it's called it's a payload win, of course, but it's all about like a multi-kill explosions. But yeah, even you can also do it in Clash. I showed you guys in a previous video. You can check exactly the locations where you can use your kill streaks in Clash to get a kill every single time you use the kill streak. There's a specific location you need to shoot at it. People always camp there, and there's no cover, so you will always have a guaranteed kill over there. Then we have playing the objective. Complete a Warzone contract or earn a wipeout medal 15 times. Clear your objective 2 or more attackers. Of course, complete a Warzone contract. This is fairly easy. What I suggest, if you're going for these, either grab recons and do them, or if you're going to let it rank up in the background, just grab bounties, either go for them or let them be killed, especially in Rebirth Island. They do die pretty quickly, and the objectives are just going to keep on rising by themselves. Full on assault, get 3 kills with assault rifles without dying 25 times. Again, this one is really straightforward, no tips and tricks on that one. The fastest way to get these would be on these special playlists, such as maybe payload would be good. If you're on that truck and you're just shooting people left and right. Also, if you're playing Clash mode, it's a bit more chaotic in Clash mode, so getting 3 kills might be a bit hectic depending on how you play. Of course, if you're a more reserved player, you're going to have high chances of getting 3 kills. In those special playlists, I'm more of an attacker, more of a rusher, so getting 3 kills could be a bit tricky. It really depends on how you're playing and your luck, of course, and people where they're camping. But yeah, special playlists are the ones to go. Get 250 eliminations with semi-automatic weapons. This one's pretty straightforward. All you gotta do is just use semi-automatic weapons. Usually they're weapons with 1 bullet. The best one would be the Tech-9 right now, the SMG. It's very solid, even though it's a one-hit burst. No, it's not a burst. Sorry, it's a one-hit bullet. It does a lot of damage. So 2 or 3 bullets and the guy's down. It's pretty much the strongest 1 bullet or semi-automatic weapon so far. Run and gun, kill enemy while you are sprinting or shortly after sprinting 50 times. This one again is just something you can do in the background. You don't really have to go for it precisely unless you're a camper, of course. But I'm assuming you're not camping, or at least if you're camping, down a guy and then run towards him and finish him is going to count as if you're running and get a kill. SMG, go brrr. Get 500 eliminations with SMGs. Depends on what your game style is. If you're more of a shotgun or assault rifle, for me, I'm an SMG dude. So I think this was the first calling card I unlocked in the this season just by using my SMG as usual. And right now, the best SMG is the OTS. It's the most overpowered one. and also with the bullfrog, but I'm not too sure what new nerfs we're going to be getting this season, so always keep a lookout on those. From downtown, kill an enemy with a piece of lethal equipment that was thrown or dropped at a long distance. This one's pretty good. What I suggest is that you're playing either, of course, payload, or especially King of the Hill. King of the Hill is amazing because you always have an idea where people are. You can just keep on throwing either grenades or thermites. I suggest throwing grenades. Not Semtex says grenades because grenades are harder to detect. And or throw them in rooms, try to cook it and throw it inside. No one can really do anything about it. Semtex says they do see it and they do tend to run away from it, but grenades for some reason they don't flash enough on the screen, so you don't really pay attention. Bulwark, kill 50 enemies while you're protected by partial cover. This one's pretty easy. Just grab a gun and just hide behind a wall, or put a wall between you and your enemy. For me, honestly, it's easy. I always tend to, especially if I'm being chased by someone, I always tend to have some partial cover with a wall, and they're gonna rank up pretty quickly. Data breach, using the spycraft or spotter perk gets 75 kills, assists, destructions, or interceptions with hacked field upgrades. Now this one, there's a small trick to it. All you have to do is to play the game payload. You have to wait for payload because hacking a field upgrade is very, very complicated unless you're playing payload. If you're playing payload, there's going to be, what do you call it? Even if it's your own, it's going to count as if it's an enemy or a hacked field upgrade. I do believe there was something that resembles that in... No? Okay. I must be confusing with another one. But yeah, payload is the way to go. I don't know if the glitch is going to be fixed or not, but otherwise if the glitch is fixed, then it's going to be a very, very long time for you guys to actually get this. I mean, already finding a team on Warzone that has a field upgrade. The only field upgrade that you're going to really get is usually a trophy system, and I mean, it's going to take a lot of time. So yeah, try my trick. It's on payload. Just use it on the, you have to put it inside the lead truck, and every time somebody shoots a lethal, it's going to intercept it and count as if it's a hacked field upgrade. You're welcome for the tip. Wallbanger, get a kill with a bullet that has penetrated through a wall or other surfaces 3 times. Of course, here the best way to do it is a powerful sniper, or if you're shooting a guy with that new perk where it pins the guy and just keep shooting the wall, you might get lucky and get them down, but the sniper is your best bet, especially if you're playing Rebirth Warzone. If you down a guy, try to make sure, of course, if you down him and you're lucky enough that he's inside one of the tents and he is pinned, you can pierce the tent. So you can either with a sniper or a normal gun. It's the easiest way to pierce anything is to pierce the tents, and they're going to get the kill through the surface. Bottomless clip. Get 3 ammunitions while using a magazine attachment that has increased weapons magazine ammo capacity. I mean, everybody who's playing Warzone uses some sort of a magazine that is more than the usual. No one really sticks to their 20-30 bullets unless you're a psycho or you're new to the gun, but it's usually always 50 to 60 rounds. Hat trick. Get 3 headshot kills in a single game 10 times. And this one, of course, is not really that difficult. I suggest you playing one of these longer game modes. The special playlist game modes do finish off pretty quickly. Except maybe payload. Payload would be good. King of the Hill would also be good, especially if you're playing with a sniper. Otherwise, Plunder is pretty good too. Plunder, 20 minutes of gaming. You have high chances of downing someone and then aiming directly to their head and shooting them off for a headshot. Splash damage, get 30 kills with destruction with launchers. This one, just go with Ghost and Plunder. Or actually, no, go with Ghost in Clash mode. Clash mode, there's a lot of vehicles. You can just shoot left and right and you're going to get them down. Clash is definitely the game mode with the most amount of vehicles. Get 5 or more kills without dying while using the stim shot to regain health at least 1 time. This one, I have to admit, I did this in King of the Hill. King of the Hill is pretty good because you can always kill 3 or 4, and then you can actually take cover behind a building, and you're gonna have all these perks and you're gonna be able to see the enemies, and then just use the stim. Even if you're not damaged, it does count. Just make sure you use it in between the kills before you reach 5 kills. Top marksman, using a sniper rifle, kill an enemy sniper who's sniping at you 5 times. This one, the best thing to do this is in payload. There's always on the locations where they usually spawn, there's always people sniping, especially if it's in Promenade West. You're gonna have the far right corner where there's a big house. There's always people right there, or in the fire department. There's always people up there sniping. Just snipe a few of them, and then they're gonna be aiming at you, and that's gonna count as a Snap to the head. Slice and dice. Get 3 melee kills in a single game 10 times. This one I have to admit what took me a bit of time, but I had to do it in King of the Hill. King of the Hill is great. You can even do it in Clash, but I did it in the area of King of the Hill. I mean, all you gotta do is equip a melee and just go for people. Of course, you're gonna die a lot of times. Your KD is pretty much gonna go down the hill, but who cares for this? I mean, it's only 10 games, 3 kills, and you can continue the game. You don't really need to lose all the game for that. Follow in their footsteps. Using the tracker perk, kill a nearby enemy from behind without receiving returning fire 25 times. This one again, the best way to do this is just to equip the perk and go on payload. No, sorry, Clash. No, King of the Hill. King of the Hill, and actually no, King of the Hill is the best one for this one because it's chaotic. There's everybody everywhere. You're going to be able to look at the footsteps, and people are usually way too focused on killing people and they don't even see you running behind them. Just get behind them and shoot them. And so I think I did a bunch. I think I did 5 of these in a single hit. I remember I sneaked up on an enemy team. There were 5 people shooting from the window. They didn't even notice one was going down after the other, and I got a frenzy kill. Was it? I think. Yeah, 5 kills in a row. It's pretty deadly. I think you can see that in one of my previous videos. Clutch Performer. This is the one that actually took a long time to do, just because I do not play BR, the regular one in Verdansk. I do not like Verdansk for some reason. It does not render for me. With too many snipers, too many camping snipers, and too many shotgun campers. It's just hectic. I do love Rebirth Island because it's more compact, so you get to have all sorts of players. But Verdansk is just too much, man. But I had to play solos, which I pretty much enjoyed. I played solos for the first time after like a year and a half or 2 years of Warzone coming out, which is pretty weird. But yeah, I do believe solos is very scary, man. It's a very scary game mode, but it does increase your senses and does make you a better player in general. But yeah, I did finish this today, so that's why I'm doing this video. Took me a full day of gaming, but I did that in one single day. And last but not least is the dead drop. Kill enemy shortly after dropping nearby from a higher elevation 10 times. This one is perfect for the game modes where you have to where you can respawn as much as you want. Payload is great, Clash is great, King of the Hill is great. All you gotta do is actually even parachute behind somebody, and it's gonna count as a higher elevation. Just kill 10 people. This one is also, I think, one of the first ones I unlocked. And that's how you will finish and unlock all the Season 5 Prestige Master. Let's take a look at what it looks like in the calling cards. This is it. Season 5 Master. It's considered a base one, not a legendary one. I'm not sure why, but where is it? Oh, here it is. There it is. That's pretty much it for this video. I'll let you guys enjoy the next footage with the win for the BR and Rebirth Island, and I'll catch you guys next video. Take it easy, guys.
Here's the Manes.
Yes. Mallory.
2 in here. 2 now. Where are they on roof?
Bro, dobbiamo stare più attaccati. Di quello no, Mallory. Veramente. Qua ho sbagliato.
Nope, 2 guys. Yeah.
Shield, bro. Se ne avete uno sotto.
Shit.
Uno sotto, down.
Downed him. Downed him in chopper. Fucking boom.
Nice.
Shield.
It's still there. Where is it? Is he on the roof?
Yes, on the roof.
Is there anyone in security, Sammy?
I don't know.
Come on with me. Oh! Good.
40.3.
40 meters.
Rest. Wiki.
Got it.
Yes. GG's.
Yo, let's go. Let's go, bitch. Loro sì erano bravi. GG, GG, guys.
GG.